ever heard a term, good things come to those who wait? I actually took this term literally. I remember when I did my PLAB, I thought and told myself, and in fact convinced myself, that all I've got to do is be patient and the job will come and fall into my lap. I have done what most doctors would dream of doing, finishing the PLAB. Little that I know that this is perhaps the most important time for me to now actually work on things which I've never looked at: modifying the CV, practicing for interview, applying for jobs regularly, and decorating my CV with the courses, observations, audits, and even publications here and there. But I did none of that. I took that time, wasted much of that time, and who was to suffer? Only myself. I took year and a half to find my first job. Why? Because I was not willing to compromise. So I would like to highlight that whenever you're done with the exam component, which are the essential components to carry on you to the next stage, now work on the components which are completely deficient, which are, as I've already highlighted. Because I did realize when I started to get shortlisting, it was after when I was actually doing the clinical observations. During the shortlisting and interview, I was getting the feedback, and some of the feedback were on the factors which I completely had no control on. Look, you have got no experience. You should perhaps apply for an internship. You should perhaps go and work in the rural area. I could not do that. But what I could do is do more exams, more courses, more workshops, which I did, more observations. In fact, I remember doing 3 observations. I did all of that, and I was getting regularly shortlisting. So that was my reassurance that something is working. I just have to now stay put and keep on modifying things gradually. So work on your credentials, work on the improvement strategy. There is no point giving up. Every doctor would start almost certainly at a basic level. You would be experienceless, you would be skillsless, but you have to have a first job. And sometimes people do say, oh, you've got no skills and experience to have that job. It's not true. Junior doctors will have a job. There are jobs which are designed to have mentorship, to have skill building. But in order to get to that job, you have to build your CV in the right direction. I hope it makes sense. Please don't be complacent, be proactive. Try, build the structures, the means within your reach to land yourself the first job which will take you to the next job. And then you can finally say that, look, I did not stay idle. I actually improved what I built on, which I could build on, and that's my success story. I hope it makes sense.